So for tonight's nature healing, which is just right on the cusp of, Christmas, a very big holiday with a big consciousness field of love and peace and generosity worldwide, I wanted to offer an annual recap of some of the different topics that we've discussed over this past year. There have been a lot of topics that we have discussed. I mean, we have met not quite every week, but what, 3 weeks out of each month this last year plus, as part of Hearts Rooted at least. And we've covered a lot of territory. So Ben and I were in Banff, Canada, I don't know, a couple months ago. And ooh, Alex is happy. And they had this amazing thing. It was put on by the tourism department, and it was this In Search of Christmas Spirit, and it was interactive. It was kind of an outside art installation with a storyline that brought you through this very simple story of visiting different animal guides and reclaiming the spirit of Christmas. And it was so fun and so simple that I thought it would be really nice to bring something similar here today, just to, again, remember what some of the topics and themes we've been through, and also just to experience a beautiful story in this dark time of year, when storytelling, I'm sure, was a big part of all of our ancestors' experience of the solstice season. So I will share my screen, and let me actually see how I'm going to do this. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we'll start first by setting the field with our beautiful 8 verses, and then really, I'll just invite you all to receive the story. I kind of created some silly visuals and artwork to go along with each of the different parts of the story. Some of the pictures are from our nature healing presentations from the year, and I got a little creative. So just, pretend like you're sitting around a fire listening to kind of a retelling and the recap of the story of our year in nature healing. So to begin, we'll sit with our feet on the earth. Take a deep breath, spine straight, tailbone tucked, chin gently tucked so that our crowns may reach up to the center of the universe, receiving that shining light coming down upon us this time of year. Head expands into the sky, feet into the earth. Body is relaxed, mind expands out. Be respectful, quiet inside. The mind is clear. The appearance is humble. The mind is still. The mind expands out to the vast void. Illuminate deep inside. The whole body is harmonized with chi. Harmonized with chi. So I'm going to attempt to play a nature soundtrack behind the story. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. But let me know, maybe Elizabeth, let me know if it's too loud or too soft. Can you hear my voice over the, is it, okay, okay. If I need to adjust it, just let me know. So here's our story, a year of nature healing, Owl's journey through the seasons. Once upon a time, we gathered in circles throughout the seasons. We came seeking connection, healing, and wisdom from the natural world. And the more we listened, the more we discovered. The land and its beings always had gifts to share with us. Owl, guardian of the night and keeper of deep seeing, sensed something important approaching. A year of transformation, challenge, and growth lay ahead. Owl knew it was time to gather the wisdom of all of our relations, to ask them to share their medicine for the journey ahead. And so Owl set out into the darkness, calling each teacher forward. Owl wanted to gather a gift for the people, something to keep them and help them remember their place in the web of life, something to call them back into circle again with gratitude and wonder. With wings spread wide and eyes bright with purpose, Owl began the sacred journey. Each encounter would bring new understanding. Each teacher would offer their unique gift. The path wound through forest and meadow, mountain and valley. First, Owl found turkey gathered with their flock, scratching the earth for sustenance. Turkey spoke of the importance of coming together, of sharing abundance, of giving thanks for all that nourishes us, body and spirit. In community, we find our greatest feast, Turkey said. Never forget to give thanks. Turkey offered the gifts of community and gratitude. The air hummed with purpose as Owl approached the hive. Honeybee danced in the golden light, moving from flower to flower. We serve the whole, Honeybee sang. Each small act of pollination creates abundance beyond measure. Sweetness comes from collaboration and devotion to the sacred work. Owl watched in wonder as thousands of honeybees worked as one living intelligence. Honeybee offered the gift of collaboration and sweetness. Along the path, Owl passed through a garden where roses bloomed in magnificent beauty. Notice, whispered Rose, how beauty and protection can exist together. My thorns guard what is tender, my petals open to those who approach with respect. The sweet fragrance reminded Owl that the heart can be both soft and strong. In the wide meadow, Horse ran free, mane flowing like water, hooves thundering across the earth. When Horse finally stopped before Owl, their breath was powerful and steady. Freedom and partnership, Horse said. True strength knows when to run wild and when to carry another. Power is not domination. It is the capacity to serve while remaining sovereign. Horse offered the gift of freedom and partnership. As Owl flew higher, wind carried messages from all directions. I am the breath between worlds, Wind whispered. I carry seeds to new soil. I bring change whether you are ready or not. I remind you that nothing stays the same. This is not a curse, but a blessing. Wind offered the gift of grace amidst change. Owl's feathers ruffled, and the journey continued. In the quiet of the forest, Owl came upon Deer, alert, gentle, and moving through the world with soft steps and an open heart. Deer paused, ears turning toward every sound, eyes soft but watchful. I move through this world gently, Deer said, but do not mistake gentleness for weakness. I am alert to danger and quick when I need to be. My medicine is this: to keep your heart tender while staying aware, to be present to beauty and the threat, to know when to approach and when to leap away. Owl understood. Sensitivity is a superpower when paired with awareness. Deer offered the gift of gentleness and calm alertness. Owl descended into the mouth of a cave where darkness was complete and ancient. In the belly of the earth, the cave spoke in echoes. Before every birth, there is a darkness. Before every emergence, a going inward. I am the womb where transformation happens, where old identities are composted, and where you remember what you've always known. Owl sat in the silence, listening to the drip of water, counting the ages. Deep in the cave, Owl found Bear, settling in for the long winter sleep. Bear's voice was slow and deep as the earth herself. Rest is not weakness. It is how we survive, how we restore. In the darkness and stillness, I dream the next version of myself into being. And when I emerge, I am fierce in my protection of what matters most. Owl felt the permission to rest, to retreat, and to restore. Bear offered the gift of rest and fierce protection. Outside the cave, ancient pines stood sentinel, green through every season. We bend but do not break, Pine whispered. Through needle and branch, we offer protection while the other trees sleep. We are the promise that life continues even in the deepest winter. We are resilience incarnate. Owl breathed in the sharp, clean scent and felt strength renewed. At the edge of the wetlands, Crane stood in perfect stillness, watching and waiting. When Crane finally spoke, each word was chosen with care. Grace is born of patience. Longevity comes from balance, never taking more than you need, never rushing what requires precision. I can stand in cold water for hours because I know exactly when to strike to catch what I need. Crane offered the gift of grace and sacred timing. In the marsh, frogs sang the ancient songs of transformation. I am born of water and return to water, frog called out. I move between worlds, water and land, tadpole and frog. My voice calls in the rain and cleanses what is stagnant. Frog dove deep beneath the surface and emerged renewed. This is my medicine, to cleanse, to change, and to find your voice and use it. Frog offered the gift of renewal and voice. Owl returned from the journey, wings heavy with wisdom, heart full of teachings. Each being had offered their medicine, community and gratitude, collaboration and sweetness, beauty and protection, freedom and partnership, gentleness and calm alertness, solitude and remembering, rest and fierce protection, resilience, grace and sacred timing, renewal and voice. Together, these gifts created a medicine bundle for the year ahead, a way forward woven from the wisdom of all of our relations. This medicine bundle was given to the circle of people so that they might remember that they are not alone, not separate, and that the wisdom they need lives all around them. Will you carry these gifts forward, Owl asked those gathered in the circle. Will you remember what the land has taught you? Will you listen when the animals speak? Will you honor the wisdom of flower and stone, wind and water? The circle grew quiet. Each person felt the weight and promise of these sacred gifts given freely with unconditional love. One by one, the people answered, yes, we will remember, we will carry this medicine forward for the highest benefit of all beings. And so the year turned, the wisdom remained, the circle continued. And whenever we forgot, we only needed to step outside, to listen and to watch, for the teachers are always there, waiting to share their gifts with those who remember how to receive. And I just wanted to say to you all, thank you for showing up week after week to participate in our nature healing offerings. This circle exists because of your devotion, your willingness to gather, to wonder, and to receive the gifts that our more than human teachers have offered so generously. And here's a little collage of most of the topics, not all, that we've hung out with this year. Together, we are reclaiming our wisdom, our life force energy, and our wild nature, one teacher at a time. And I really believe that. I really do. May we continue to walk in beauty with all of our relations. Happy holidays, dear friends. And I'll just again say this journey was inspired, it's a different story, but it was inspired of or by this In Search of Christmas Spirit by Jason Carter, who lives near Banff. So let me turn this off. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening to the Christmas story, Howla Howla, written by our Nature Healing Gatherings, so written by all of us here. And I just want to say, I do think this 2026 year is, it's going to be something special, and I think it's worth a little bit of preparation. Dreaming it forward, imagining it forward, and sending our blessings forward, and bringing our best selves forward to meet it. So that's kind of my theme for tonight. It's both going back and remembering to gather all the parts of ourselves so that we can step forward into 2026 and really meet the moment. So I'd love to hear any any intentions, anything you all want to chat about now. I'll stop talking, I suppose. Thank you.
I am in awe, Megan, by the story, the presentation, the loving gathering of what we've shared so much of this year. I am in awe. Thank you.
Thank you.
What a gift.
What a gift. Well said. Yeah.
Thank you, Megan. I And going along with Angie, I guess I just found it really extraordinary. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for writing this beautiful story together. We should publish it.
Right.
I was hoping it would be up on YouTube, show my 9-year-old grandson when he comes
Yeah,
over.
we'll post it. I'll post it tonight. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Hey, and we'll write another one next year too, right? I mean, that's how this goes. The topics are endless. Exploration is limitless. Yeah.
I want to thank you also. It was beautiful, just beautiful. And I want to thank all of you teachers and Hearts Rooted for all the gifts you give us. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Yeah, thank you to all the teachers. This has been an extraordinary year of just unconditional love poured freely. Yeah.
I want to echo what's already been said, just really exquisite, extraordinary. And what a gift to be able to put that together and really embody what you shared and what we all shared together this year. So just so much love and gratitude.
Thank you, Swan.
Thanks for finding the wolf track.
Oh, this is
I
Ben.
request. I wanted those wolves howling in the background. Megan found it, so I'm very happy for that.
Yeah, we'll have to do a nature healing on wolves.
Right, that's the topic that yes, I
She was
know.
thinking about
I've been, yes, the wolf. Yeah, I was feeling that too. Thank you. That was just, as everyone has shared, it was really, I mean, I can't not smile. It was so beautiful and so heartwarming, and I want to read it again. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and thank you all for being
Yeah.
here.
Well, I'll say too that the presentation was great tonight. It was really, really awesome to kind of like see how far we've come over a whole year and all the various, places we've been. But I also was kind of like thinking about just the presence of all of the people who come in and participate, whether it's every single week, like some of us, and some of us, filter in and out. And it's been really, I feel like that somehow with having more of us in the field like that, it really does make these sessions like stronger. You can like feel the presence of everyone. And even when we go on with our week, I sometimes think about you guys. I just carry with me the whole week. And so I really appreciate everyone. Thanks.
Oh, thanks,
Thank you.
Alex. I think everyone feels the same way. I know I do. I can't help but looking at, like a head of garlic without thinking about nature healing or, any of the topics that they come up in my daily life. It instantly brings me back into our field.
Yeah, it's the same for me. It keeps me grounded, and you've talked about us calling parts of ourselves back. It really feels that way. And I have little reminders, like I still have cinnamon sticks out and a little pumpkin and a little deer. Yeah, it does it. I don't know, it's very grounding and also opening. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Annalise, I saw your hand.
I'm so grateful to have participated today. Tom and I lead very busy lives, and he's at another commitment right now. So I'll share it with him when you post it. He'll really love it. So it was heartwarming, uplifting. I love the visuals and the sounds. And there were a few times where I didn't know if it sounds nature sounds outside or it was the video, but just really enjoyed everything about it. It was beautiful. So I'm glad you have this group. I will visit more often.
Wonderful. Thank you, Annalise. Hella. You're always welcome. And even if you're not here in person, you're always with us. It's all good. So, yeah,
Thank you.
pop in when you can. And yeah, you're here regardless. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, everyone is welcome. That's something I love about this circle is that it's just everyone's welcome, even people that aren't in our community, as long as they don't mind us talking about Mingjue and Hala and what. Everyone's welcome. Yeah. Thank you. Are there any, and we are going to meet next week, so we have a little bit more time, but are there any intentions that we want to really seed and bring forward in this liminal time of year? Our work in the consciousness realm and the imaginal realm is so potent right now. It's so, waking life and dreaming life. See, the barrier between them feels so fluid that it's really a beautiful time to really put out there our hopes, our dreams, our biggest wishes, even those things that we might be afraid to dream of because they just feel so precious and big. This is a great time to bring them forward, especially while we're sitting here in circle and in big company with all of our allies.
I want to include the intention of finding where I comfortably fit in service at this moment in time.
Howla. May that be so for Angie and for all of us. That is a deep heart's desire. It's so beautiful. Thank you. I'll just put in, for really health and wellness for everyone in our circle and our family and friends and community. That, again, to me feels like something too big and too impossible to ask for, but why not? Yeah, it's a deep desire. Thank you, Howla.
I'm feeling called to ask for peace and harmony and goodwill and a community level and a country level and global level. I feel it. I see it happening. And it's so uplifting to see what one person can do, a small group. It warms and nurtures my heart.
Thank you, Annalise.
And I really appreciate you teachers who are at the forefront, making it happen.
Yeah, thank you.
Beauty, wisdom. Yeah. And I want to say a quick hello to Alma.
Oh,
Hi, Annalise, and all of you. It's really beautiful to be with you. And it was just I'm just speechless. I'm stunning. It was just so stunning visually and viscerally. Very grateful. And it's a great reminder for what really matters at this time.
thank you, Alma. Thank you, Annalise. Yeah, what doesn't matter is perfection and getting it all right. What does matter is trying our best and coming together with open hearts.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And sharing what is real inside of us, because that's healing for everyone else. When one person shares what's real inside of them, it heals the whole group. So we're all healers.
I had something to share. This is more not as much personal, but like on a collective level. I feel like our entire, at least in the West, it's like we're renegotiating like the myths of our culture or something. It's like I feel like trust in conventional institutions, or we call maybe like traditional institutions, is like at an all-time low. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because I think it's making room for like a new future. And I guess what I hope is that instead of like I hope in our new myth that there's more people who kind of come around to the idea that we're not actually separate from nature, because I think that myth is dominated like all through the 20th century, even in the beginning of the 21st century. But it's not like a tenable myth. Like we're not actually separate. Like we're entangled in it, like we are part of nature. So like what makes us unhealthy makes the rest of the life unhealthy, and vice versa. Like, you know, so I don't know. There's a lot of like small ways that I could, think to contribute to that. And I think this group is one of those. Um, and it does feel like it's like the beginning of something new. I just recently watched a interview with Steve Jobs, and he said something I thought was rather profound. He was said that like everything around you that you call reality today was manufactured by someone who's no smarter than you. It was all invented by people who are no smarter than you. And I think that's totally true. Like some people think like, oh, he was just a, visionary genius, but he really did think he was no different than anybody else. And I think we're kind of entering that same era right now where it's like there's a new time. There's like people are kind of like it's time to renegotiate this. Like we have an opportunity to make the world new again. Um, it's not being explicitly said, but I think it is happening. So sometimes I know there's been a lot of people feel like, oh, it's been such a dark time, yeah, for various reasons, whether political or otherwise. But I actually think in many ways it's been a blessing time. And it's been pointing like towards something uh new and beautiful, something renewal. And I don't know, I just really feel glad to be where we are. And I've been feeling more grateful this year. And I think than I ever have. I feel safer than I ever have, which is really weird. Because a lot of people I feel have been expressing not that, but it's actually made me more hopeful. And I just wanted to share that with the group. So thanks.
Oh, thank you, Alex. Hella.
Oh, no.
Yeah, these gifts that we've received through nature healing are doing their work. If you feel safe, that's awesome. I do too, actually. I completely agree. And, the gift of mycelium, as we learned this year, is breaking things down, right? We have to break things down to create the new things. And that's an ongoing process. It happens, it's part of the cycle, and it has to happen. And in the current dominant myth of our society, we don't like death, but it's essential. And becoming comfortable with it might be uncomfortable at first for our egos, but the more we connect in and tune with our nature allies, the more that we can feel safe in the entire cycle, even the destruction part of it. Yeah, thank you. It's beautiful. Anything else that wants to be shared before we go into the unmanifest, right? Like that's what we do in our Mingjue healing practice. We take everything apart. We go into the oneness, to the unmanifest, and then we put ourselves back together at the end. So yeah, Swan, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for these beautiful words that you've been speaking about nature healing and all that we're receiving and all that's been being given. And I just want to say that I feel so much harmony and togetherness in this group as we go into the nature, and it's like a reflection of the harmony that's there in nature. And there's dissonance there too, but it's all harmony, whether it's dissonant or harmonic. And you need both, because the dissonance is like that point where it's like the pearl and the oyster, and then you go into the harmony, and it just opens. And I feel that resonance with all of our baby hearts here, and with the nature too. It's just been extraordinary this year. So just wanted to bring that in, that we are the music of the spheres with this. It's everywhere, all around us, and you're bringing it home every week. So thank you so much, and so much gratitude.
Thank you, Swan. Thank you for those beautiful words. Yeah, and for reminding us that it would be really boring without the dissonance. Yeah, we're going for wholeness, not some kind of, I don't know, sanitized perfection, right? Yeah. All the beautiful, messy parts. Howla. Thanks, Elizabeth. Howla. Okay, let's descend into the darkness. We'll go into our formal Mingjue healing. Get your blankets. Find your comfy position, either seated or laying down. Think about whether, we have about 20 minutes, which is beautiful. So you can think about whether you want to stay in meditation after the class is over, or if you want to, if you have other things you need to do tonight. Totally fine if you want to just descend into sleep after our formal meditation. So I'll invite you to take a few deep cleansing breaths, allowing all the beautiful words and the beautiful shares and the beautiful energy from our time today to circulate through your entire body, letting the good information touch every single one of your cells. And as you breathe in, bringing the breath to every cell, imagine every cell smiling with this infectious joy that comes as a result of us coming together in ceremony and practice every week. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes. Feeling your feet connecting deep in with the earth. Feeling the earth generously rising up to meet you. Noticing Earth's energy rising up your legs, through your hips, circulating through your back, rising up to the crown of your head, and then noticing Huanyan Qi pouring in generously through the top of your head, allowing this freely given energy from the center of the universe to flow down through your body in a generous waterfall, mixing heaven and earth, finding your deep, deep Mingjue state. As you allow yourself to drop into the oneness. Focusing on the center of your head. Allowing your observer observing itself to descend even deeper, to merge even deeper. Merging the baby hearts of our nature healing gathering. Merging with all of our sacred nature teachers that have come forward this year. Feeling the unconditional love in your heart, given freely. Breathing deeply into your heart. Noticing the field of your heart expanding, 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 filling the room, expanding, filling your whole neighborhood filled with love and peace. Feeling your heart space expanding, filling our whole country. Our whole country merged with this unconditional love and peace freely given. The entirety of nature filling our country and now expanding, filling our world with love and peace. Our hearts effortlessly merging with the entire earth, bestowing beautiful information and gifts of love and peace on the entire earth. And now feeling the generosity of our hearts expanding out, reaching our entire solar system. Now the generosity of our hearts reaching out and expanding, merging with the entire universe, all of space and time. Our generosity merges with it all. And we join together with the Mingjue entirety field, joining hand in hand with all the sages of all the ages, all of the teachers, all of the healers. We join with all of creation in stabilizing this beautiful field of love and peace throughout the universe. Breathing into the heart. And now we'll allow this beautiful field to grow and stabilize using our Mingjue mantra. We are Mingjue love. We are Mingjue peace. We are Mingjue happiness. We are Mingjue gratitude. We are Mingjue love. We are Mingjue peace. We are Mingjue happiness. We are Mingjue gratitude. Breathing into the heart. Breathing into any area of sensation. Allowing the breath to move the energy, to allow our healing energy to flow freely through our bodies, through our circle, through the entire universe. Huan Yuan Lin To. 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 Huan allowing the perfect and complete energy of creation, the energy of all creation, to flow through our bodies, through our consciousness fields, activating our deepest and purest heart's desires for the benefit of all beings, for the best possible outcome for our planet and for all of existence. Breathing in that energy of creation and allowing it to circulate, allowing it to flow freely. That potent Huanyan Qi, allowing the Huanyan Qi to flow through any blockage, any barrier, to bathe any stuck pattern, to open up what is ready to open, to nourish what needs nourishment, to bring love to all unconditionally. And if you are interested in continuing your evening at this point, I'll invite you to move gently, maybe moving the toes, maybe circulating the torso, allowing yourself to come back into manifest form. Recognizing that you are coming back from this healing practice renewed, just like our friend Frog. Maybe circulating the shoulders a little bit. Maybe moving the arms and hands. And when you're ready, you can open the eyes. Thank you, beautiful ones. Thank you for sharing this holiday week with each other. I wish you all a beautiful Christmas or whatever you celebrate this week. And we will be back next week to gather again, probably celebrating mountains unless something else comes forward. Love to all.
Allah.
Howla. All right, have a beautiful evening.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for infusing all the food with all of your love
Ooh,
vibrations, buddy.
wonderful. It's perfect. Well, it's going to be a hard opening meal, that's for sure. Yay.
Who knows what that means, but it's great.
Expect the unexpected. Let us know.
With cinnamon and garlic and pumpkin.
Yeah. An extra
I'm
sage.
I'm cooking with all of those ingredients except the pumpkin is a special Japanese black I can't remember the second word, but it's like a black it's not black, but it is this taste is like pumpkin and squash together.
Is it black futsu? I think I've heard of
Yes,
that.
black
Yeah.
futsu. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That's a
Yeah.
treat.
I
All
bought
right.
the orange kutsu for the first time,
Ooh.
and Tom's going to make a soup with it tomorrow. So I'll be thinking of your creation, Sue Ann.
Yay.
Have fun with it. It's really a beautiful squash. I just was introduced to it this summer by local organic farmer friends of mine, and I bought some in November actually, and so yeah, it's a real treat. So enjoy, Annalise and Tom and everybody.
Thank you. Holla. See you soon.
Holla.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. That was wonderful. Thanks.